Hey everybody, it's Dana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm playing with my Xyron Creative Station Lite. I won this about a year ago, oh my god, off of my sweet friend Mitsiana's blog. And I did not use it because I was scared. And a couple of weeks ago, I finally broke it out and did a Facebook Live with it. And I wanted to bring it over to my YouTube channel because now I'm addicted to this little thing. So I'm going to show you guys how easy, number one, it is to use to make a really cool background. So all I'm going to do is put in a regular piece of paper through the front of the machine. And then there's a little crank off to the side. So you just need to go ahead and crank it on through. And then there is a blade right underneath. And you just I kind of like to hold the paper, and then I just cut the blade, and voila, my entire piece of paper is covered now with adhesive. And this makes it super duper easy to add glitter to your paper, a whole sheet of glitter. So I'm going to grab my bone folder, and I just like to rub across the back of it. And this just to me make sure that I get like even coverage of the adhesive all the way on my paper. Now I'm going to end up cutting down this panel anyway to put onto a card front. So if it's not covered all the way, I'm okay with that. So now all you want to do is peel off both sides. So one side is just like a light plastic cover, and that part right there is the sticky side. So that's the side I'm going to be adding my glitter to. All right, so I'm adding 4 shades of glitter, and I'm doing like a really kind of graffiti-ish background. So I'm not putting this glitter on any kind of rhyme or reason. I'm just going for it. So it's going to have like almost like an 80s inspired little background. So this glitter is from Doodlebug, I believe. And I'm just adding some really happy, bright, fun colors. So as you can see, I'm using like a fuchsia, a blue, an orange, and a yellow. And don't worry, you're not going to waste this glitter. I'm going to show you guys how to reuse the glitter on another card panel. So I'm going to tap that off, and it get like this really wild graffiti kind of look. But you see all that glitter? There's no way I'm going to waste that glitter. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pour that glitter on top of that card panel, because that card panel is still sticky. So like I said, with the Xyron Creative Station Lite, your panel rather is going to be totally adhesive now. The whole panel is going to have adhesive on it. So we're just going to continuously add glitter to this panel to fill in any of those gaps. So you see I'm going to pour that glitter on there once, and that's going to fill in some of those gaps that are still sticky. And I'm going to do it one more time. Now what I could have did was just laid the glitter down and smush my card down into it. But at first I just want to get like a light coverage. So that's why I'm kind of just going back and forth of pouring the glitter on and then kind of letting it flow across the card panel just to get like a light coverage. And then you'll see I'll go back in and I'll actually like smush my card panel in just to fill in some of the spaces that still have some tackiness to it. So here you see me just kind of rub my card panel through the glitter just to fill in any of those spaces that still might be tacky. So I get this really cool 80s inspired graffiti little background. And you can do this with so much glitter, you guys. So much. And it's just like really microfine glitter. So I'm going to be like having glitter on me for days. But that's what happens when we play with glitter. You know, it kind of sticks around us in our craft room and everything we touch. So I love how I have all this really cool design on this. I have a little bit off to the side that's not covered, but like I said, I'm going to be cutting down this card panel. So I'm going to flick some of that off. I think I have all of that covered. So I'm going to set that piece aside. Now, like I said, I'm not going to waste that. So I'm going to add that to a card panel. All of my colors are now kind of mixed together. So now I'm going to bring in another card panel that I went ahead and ran through my Xyron. But you'll see here, I left a part of it where it does not have adhesive. I kept kind of left an area that does not have adhesive on the bottom. So you'll see when I start tilting this glitter down, you'll see that towards the bottom, I have an area that does not have any adhesive on it. So I'm going to tap this down, and you can kind of see right along that edge where my hand is holding the paper, there's not any adhesive on there. And I wanted to keep it that way so I can add some string a little bit later. I tried this technique a few times, and I knew in my card layout I wanted to add some string. So I'm going to tap on the rest of that glitter. And now I'm just going to kind of like shake it and tap it. And I'm just trying to fill in those spaces kind of evenly before I dump the rest of the glitter down onto the paper. And now from here, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to go ahead and lay down my card panel and kind of rub it into the glitter and pick up any little bit that I can on the rest of that adhesive. So like I said, this is a really simple and easy technique to do to make really your own glitter background paper. So you see how pretty that is? Ooh, it's so gorgeous. Absolutely so pretty. And then I do have a little bit of glitter left over, but I can go ahead and put that into a jar and save it for another design a little bit later. Now that release paper that came off of that panel, I'm using that to burnish in that glitter now. So once you get the glitter onto the paper, you want to put that release paper back on top. It's almost like a wax paper. You want to put that back on top, and you want to really burnish that glitter into that paper and into that adhesive. And this will keep that glitter from pulling off your paper a little bit later. So it really kind of flattens it in, and you can see there, a lot of it doesn't come off anymore. So I'm going to do the same thing to this piece. I'm going to go and grab that release paper again, and I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm really, pressing really good here to really push that glitter into that adhesive. I'm going to flip that over and just make sure I get it all in there. And this one really gets that glitter in there and really sticks well to that adhesive. And you see a lot of it doesn't come off. But this kind of like sets it into the grooves. Now, you're going to really think I'm going really 80s on you guys. To set this, look at their Aquanet hairspray. Yes, they still sell this stuff. So when I set my glitter, I just spray it with Aquanet. I know you're like, what? Yes, 80s hair, 80s Aquanet. I like to just set it with hairspray, and this kind of like seals in the glitter. So it doesn't like rub off in your hands, and when you send it to a recipient, they're not going to have glitter everywhere. All right, so those are the two card panels I made. Now I went ahead and turned them into cards, so you can see the card on the left. I left that area with no glitter on it, so I can go ahead and tie my double bows there. So I used my Creative Station Lite again. I went ahead and die cut out some sentiments, and I'm using them to go ahead and put my giant hellos onto my graphic backgrounds. So this is perfect, 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 perfect. So instead of having to use your Ranger medium mat to stick down your large sentiments or even your smaller sentiments, because you can use the tiny Xyron sticker makers for this, you can use the Creative Station Lite for your larger die cuts, because this larger one's not going to fit into the smaller Xyron sticker maker. So you can use your Creative Station Lite to use for your larger die cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that hello on there. And look how pretty that is. I mean, look, you create that on your own. You're never going to find that background paper anywhere else because you're going to be able to create it yourself. So make sure, I didn't show you on the white hello, but on this one, just make sure that you use a bone folder and just go over whatever die cut that you do have just to get that adhesive onto the back of your die cut really well. I forgot to show you that on the white one. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and peel off this one here. And then I can go ahead and place this one down onto my card panel. Now, all of that mixing of that beautiful glitter gave me like a really pretty salmon color background. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to go ahead and take my tweezers here and just clean up a little bit of that extra adhesive. And then our cards are going to be done. So as you can see, it's so easy to use that Xyron Creative Station Lite. I don't know why it took me so long to pull it out, but now it is a staple on my counter in my craft room. So there we have it, some beautiful glittered backgrounds and a very 80s inspired card. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.